Hello, welcome to Anita the Pedagogue channel. Summary and analysis of the poem Away Melancholy by Stevie Smith. Let's look at an analysis of the first and the second stanza. The poem begins with a direct address to melancholy, establishing a tone of rejection and urgency with the phrases Away Melancholy and Let It Go. This repetition emphasizes the speaker's desire to rid themselves of sadness. The use of rhetorical questions, are not the trees green, the earth as green, employs imagery of nature to contrast with the feelings of hopelessness. The vivid descriptions of the wind, fire, and river create a sense of liveliness and movement, suggesting that life continues despite personal sorrow. Just like how this nature, wind, fire, and river, some have their negative effects, but they come anyway. Now, the refrain Away Melancholy reinforces the theme of the struggle against despair, sadness, encouraging a focus on the beauty of the natural world instead of sorrow. The focus shifts to the industriousness of nature, particularly the ant. The phrase "the ant is busy, he carrieth his meat" highlights the theme of diligence, hard work in the natural world. This visual imagery evokes a sense of purpose and activity, contrasting the speaker's melancholy with the ant's productiveness. The line "all things hurry, to be eaten or eat" introduces a cycle of life and death, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all creatures. The repeated command "Away Melancholy" serves as a reminder to embrace the present and acknowledge the hustle and bustle of life around us, further illustrating the theme of overcoming sadness as the world is always going to be busy. The focus shifts to humanity in stanza 4. Man too hurries, eats, couples, buries. Here, Smith acknowledges the animalistic qualities of humans, such as feeding, reproducing, companionship, death, but also highlights their complexities, which is the experience of melancholy. The phrase "with the hey-ho melancholy" suggests a recognition of sadness as a part of life, yet the repetition of "away melancholy" indicates a desire to rise above the state. This stanza summarizes the duality of human experience. While we are driven by biology, we also possess the capacity for higher thoughts and emotion, and I'll say that is the reason why we get depressed or feel sad compared maybe to other creatures. In stanza 5, a more philosophical perspective is presented. Man of all creatures is superlative. This assertion elevates humanity, suggesting that despite our duality and likeness to animals, we have the unique ability to reflect on our existence. The imagery of raising a stone symbolizes the burden of knowledge and responsibility that comes with being human. It also suggests man's capability of invention. The line "into the stone the god pours what he knows of good" implies that humans have the potential to understand and pursue goodness, despite their struggles with melancholy. It can also imply that God is the source of man's acts. He is the creator of man. In this stanza, Smith confronts the darker aspects of life. "Speak not to me of tears, tyranny, pox, wars." This declaration emphasizes the speaker's desire to avoid negativity and despair. The rhetorical question, "Can God, stone of man's thought, be good?" challenges the reader to consider the nature of God and goodness in a flawed world. Instead of lingering on suffering, the poet advocates for a focus on the growth of the starved stone of man's good, suggesting that even amidst hardship, there exists the potential for improvement and understanding. Smith also highlights God or divinity as an influence of man. This stanza also emphasizes the need to let go of melancholy. The theme of aspiration is emphasized by Smith in stanza 7. Man aspires to good, to love. Again, in the 8th stanza, Smith acknowledges the struggles inherent in this pursuit, that is, beaten, corrupted, dying. Yet the speaker's ability to heave up an eye above and cry for love suggests hope and resilience. The concluding lines reinforce the idea that understanding one's virtues rather than focusing on failures is essential for personal growth. As in the lines, it is his virtue needs explaining, not his failing. We should rather focus on one's virtues and not on what one is unable to do. This is a remarkable part of the poem where Smith admits the causes for melancholy, yet encourages readers to be optimistic while upholding positive morals or virtues. In the ninth stanza, the repetition of away melancholy, away with it, let it go, serves as a powerful conclusion and refrain throughout the poem, reiterating the key message of the poem. Smith uses this refrain through the action words away, let it go to urge readers to relinquish their despair and embrace the possibility of love and goodness above their failures and sorrows. This brings us to the end of our discussion of the analysis of Away Melancholy by Stevie Smith. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this.